Hi guys, it's Jordan from Jordan Ant Comics. I just wanted to talk about mental health and mental health in men, boys, can apply to anyone, but particularly my audience is men and men of my age. I'm 36. There's this impression in society that we're meant to be strong and stoic and deal with everything, and if there's a problem, just deal with it in life. Me myself, I've always been quite an emotional character. I do suffer with depression. I do struggle with addiction, which I've spoke about. Addiction with gambling, and I probably have, as all comic collectors do, I do have the comic addiction bug with that. My only problem is the reason I do collect them is because I love them so much. I don't tend to flip them or anything like that. Yet I am currently selling some off, but not nowhere near my whole collection. But I'm selling some bits off to help pay for some things for my future and my family's future. Say I'm very lucky. I've got two wonderful dogs. I've got a lovely kitten and a girlfriend who I'm very lucky has stands by me through the good and the bad. So I just wanted to speak about my experiences of why do we love why do I love comics? I love the escapism. I'm gonna pick a comic at random here. Berserker. The new one by Keanu Reeves. What a fantastic story that is, and the artwork and the story of it about a man that, you know, just goes through life and he's always alone, and he outlives everyone, and as a modern story, fantastic and brilliant work. I mean, I've got tons of prints of that. I just think it's so good. Got different variations of copies and everything, and yeah, that is definitely a wonderful series, and it's a nice pick me up series for myself personally. Um, I have three main superheroes that I collect anything they do. It's Supergirl, Green Arrow, and Green Lantern. One day I will get my hands on an Action Comics 252. But with suffering with depression, and I would say at the moment I'm on a dip. I'm very numb. Life is kind of, I'm letting life pass me by. It's just that I go to work. Work is I go in, I work hard, and I come home. I don't work is work. My life is my home life with the girls, and I'm surrounded by four girls, which my life. Um, Mental health really isn't something that's spoke about in my family or anything like that, and at the moment, I'm looking for a way to speak about it. It's not cheap to get into therapy. The NHS, the waiting list is long. So I thought I would just come on here and just encourage anyone to speak to anyone, as I love the comic community. I'm not going to say any names about people that I've spoke to about struggles, and they have struggles, but I've met them through here, and we push each other for the better. We support each other, and these are people that you might not have met, but you feel, deeply. And I'm a better person for knowing them. And, the main thing, if that's the main thing I've got out of joining Whatnot 2 years ago, then I'm all the better for it. The reason we do love comics is because they take us back to being a kid and not thinking about the world or having to make those big life decisions of, buying a house, or should we have kids, or, it takes us back to being a kid, of believing that, one day I could be Superman, or, one day, you're going to wake up with superpowers and all that. And I love all comic books. I love all the indie ones. I love some of the Marvel ones, DC. I love the stories. I just read this one recently called Snowblind. Short 4-part series. Incredible. And again, that was lovely. I'm a huge fantasy book reader. Raymond Feist, Terry Goodkind, David Ennings, Anne McCaffrey, Brandon Sanderson. All these wonderful. Why do we read them? As an escapism, as an escape from life, because life can be shit. Don't get me wrong, there are amazing things in there, and like I say, I have my girlfriend who's fantastic, and I just wanted to say that it's okay to talk to people. It's okay to talk to me if you want to talk to me. I'm always there, even if it's something silly that's playing on your mind. At the moment, I've probably felt a bit numb to life and probably not gone through things greatly, but I'm looking to come out the other side. I will come out the other side, and with the help of all my friends and my family around me, and I am. And like I say, I think the comic community can do that as well. So I want to encourage people to speak about it. And yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick video on that, really. Comics are great. The comic community is great. And the guys that I've met through there, you're wonderful. You really are. And everyone that supported my shows, or every show I've come on, and who you've not been on for a few weeks, and everyone, you're all great. And I can't speak highly of you enough, or you're all wonderful. I've not got one bad word I could say about anyone, because you're all great. And every message you get, or everything that, when you're hosting a show and people actually turn up, it's huge. It's a really big support. Even if no one buys anything, or if you just buy a £1 book, that's, you're supporting. And that's what it's about, supporting one another. And I just wanted to put that message out there, that it's okay not to be okay. And I'm always here if anyone wants to chat. And yeah, bit rambly. But yeah, I've been a bit down lately, but you know, we can do this. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. Even if you want to just stop by and have a chat and just be part of the banter, which I'm sure there will be, especially if Al's there. And Taff. But yeah, no. Even if one person listens to this and it encourages them to reach out to someone, then I'll be happy. Thanks for listening. And again, I hope everyone's doing all right. And cheers. I hope to see you tomorrow.